It's the Anfield Wrap post-match pint after Crystal Palace 3, Liverpool 0, or correctly, Liverpool 0, Crystal Palace 3 in the Carabao Cup. A young red side, heavily rotated, has crashed out. I'm Neil Dockin here with James Sutton, Andy Bell, to talk for as little as possible about a pretty desperate run for the Reds and how we're all going to chip together to afford to buy Ismaila Sarr.
Yeah, absolutely. Ismaila Sarr, and who else is keep scoring against us? Can't remember who it was. It was somebody else first. I was thinking first half.
That's 7 in 9, I think he's got now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, sick of the sight of him. The only way tonight could have got any more miserable is if I was sat in the lower Kenny, because my God, those poor sods, those poor sods, absolutely soaked. Just like a wild 10 minutes of weather, which was probably the most interesting thing that happened second half, I think.
Shall we get straight to it?
Yeah.
What do you think of the team selection? Do you understand it or not?
It's one of these that the ends will justify the means. If we go and beat Villa, City and Real Madrid, we're back in the title race and we're in a strong position in Europe, then in a week's time we'll have all forgotten about this. I don't think he needs to go that weak. I don't like the idea of a Liverpool team losing 3-0 at home in any circumstance, to be honest, in any competition. If his team that he selects isn't throwing the game, the subs that he makes on 60 minutes certainly are throwing the game. 3 first-team players, well, 2 first-team players and Kieran Morrison off and 3 kids on. It was just abject. I suspected Palace would win. They're favourites when the two teams come out. They go strong, we go weak. And listen, yes, there is an element of risk to any footballer that goes out into a football pitch that they can get injured. But you're always mitigating risk. You're always looking at it. How much have they played? How likely is it to happen? And I just think there's players there who are at home who can at least be on the bench and come on and contribute tonight. It's very similar to Leicester a couple of years ago at Christmas. We're 3-1 down at half time. I think Cometti was playing. Conor Bradley's very early on in his career at Liverpool. We have the players to bring off the bench and change it, and just felt like we chucked it tonight, and I don't like that.
Yeah, no, I understand where you're coming from. As you said, a lot will depend on what happens next. A big 8 days, Aston Villa at home, Real Madrid in the Champions League, and Manchester City away, all really tough tests. And so you can understand why the manager wants to protect some of the current first team with the injuries that we've got, the minutes that some of them got on their legs. But there's others that haven't played that much football, there's others that aren't necessarily in form, and he could have gone a little bit stronger, but he's decided to all but throw the game with that selection. I think we all expected Liverpool to lose, certainly once we saw the Crystal Palace lineup. And much as I understand the reasoning behind his team selection tonight, doesn't sit that well with me, knowing that before we even got up there.
Do you really understand the team selection? Is that your thoughts then?
Well, my thought is just that he's purely looked at Aston Villa on a Saturday, Real Madrid on a Tuesday, and Manchester City the following weekend.
And just gone, fuck it.
And gone, that's the priority. The team aren't playing well. And I'm going to pick the team I always wanted to play.
But it's still a competitive game of football, and you've still got a responsibility to people that have travelled a long distance to come to Anfield to watch a game. And when you see that lineup announced, and especially the bench, just to pick up on what Andy said, it's the bench that really bothers me. To not have any depth, to not have any game changers on the bench, just felt wild to me. You don't give a shit about this. You fundamentally don't care about this fixture and this competition, and I find that really disappointing and really frustrating, because actually we have got a good squad. Yeah, we're not anywhere near where we want to be. We've lost a bunch of games on the bounce. There's issues all over the place. But this was an opportunity tonight to get a bit of confidence back and to do something. And a scrappy 1-0 tonight would have really lifted things going into, as you said, three really difficult fixtures coming up. And first half tonight, I thought we gave a really good account of ourselves. I was really impressed. I thought we were aggressive without the ball. I thought we were quite ambitious with the ball.
It makes the gift of the first goal that we give them all the more frustrating.
It's brutal. That goal can't come at a worse time. We've got a full head of steam. Our transitions are really snappy and really quick. We're pressing. We're doing everything that we as Liverpool fans want to see from our first team. And there was a point, 25 minutes into the first half, when I'm thinking maybe Slot's pulled a blinder here. Maybe he has actually picked our best team for this game.
YouTube Press the button, become a member of the Anfield Wrap from the heart of the city of Liverpool. The best way to enjoy all your Liverpool-based videos, everything you need, every single day. It is the Anfield Wrap.